What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. This Yo, game for Mr. 48 Hour. I just came up with something. Like I say, my mind be working. So this pick your poison Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Where the viewers pick the discussion, and we gonna go in and talk about the discussion. So yeah, man. Hope y'all get entertained. I hope we're gonna see what happened. First time. This the first time I'm doing this, so we're gonna see how this go. Um, we're gonna start off with a little sun. So y'all just lay around for it, man. Let me see if I change the avatar. Um, Y'all know how we gonna start this off, man. We're gonna just wait for a minute before we get the show completely started. So y'all just lay around for it.
Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friends, turn foes. Seen a lot of homies flip. Seen niggas go up the road. Seen a lot of homies dip. When you love them, you don't cross them. That's how I was built. They'll stab you in the back. I'm talking soon as you slip. You was my round. How you had that much in it for the kid. You was plotting the whole time and couldn't even see it. You was my dog. You were never supposed to want my spot on me. You were never supposed to cross your nut. I knew your heart. It was dirty. You could look me in my eye. Niggas stabbed me in my heart. I was bleeding inside. How you go against the grain? I believe in you. I give the shirt off my back. Nigga, I trusted in you. When I found out you were creeping out the wind out of me, was trying to come up off a nigga. You wasn't no real friend of me. How you niggas sleep at night when you knew you wasn't fair. If you ever needed me, nigga, you knew that everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't just talking on the phone. I gave you game just to give. I ain't never old shit. I was trying to keep it real. You were really down bad. Yeah, I heard it in your voice. I ain't never tell your business. Cause you were my boy. Now you running around. People throwing dirt on my name. Still ain't never sprayed you once. Cause I never changed. I ain't never switched up. I'm still standing on the cold. Even when a nigga cross me, I'm still 10 toes. Can't let a fake nigga ever turn me fake. Can't let a cloud chaser make me cloud chase. Don't shot at the boy cause I'm built like that. I can handle whatever comes cause ain't emotion like that. I thought you were gonna be down for life. I roll for you, nigga, wrong or right. I take the loss, I was way too solid. Everybody ain't your friend, don't worry. Everybody ain't your friend.
Yo, Blanco. Welcome to No Fly. What's going on? Y'all, welcome to the viewers create the topic. And let's talk about it Tuesday, y'all. This something I just came up with. I just said, let me try this out. You know what I'm saying? So I won't have to always come up with the topic. We're gonna talk about what the viewers want to talk about, what y'all want to talk about. Y'all make the topic. The panel was open. Y'all could jump up and we could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Cause on my family channel we had a nice discussion just by y'all creating the conversation. So I figured let's take this over here and let's do it over here. You did? That way we could talk openly, freely, and all that good stuff. Um, that's the intro for the show.
Gonna make that damn dog lose his mind.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
He was because you had left. He go to howling and every damn thing. He howls now and everything. He's a wow.
You would think he'd be all right because you out there.
Well, he'll lay down once I'm sitting out there, but once you rile him up, that's it.
So yeah, this way y'all interact at the show is about what y'all want to talk about, what y'all want to say, what y'all want to put out there. That's what we gonna play. We gonna ride out how y'all want to ride out today, y'all. You feel me? I don't think nobody came up with this concept yet, so that's why I did it. So I got dang going on today. Ain't too much of nothing, man. So I was bored anyway. That's why I did this episode. I want to do this episode. Too much of nothing, man. So I was bored anyway. That's why I did this. What about yourself? I didn't even notice the channel was still growing. What about yourself? What about yourself? Because yesterday we talked about the John Morant situation, and I stick to what I say, man. The boy a fool, the boy a straight nut. So you know what I'm saying. So today we want to have something similar to that. So if y'all could share the channel out so we can get more people in here. Strange fruit, strange fruit. That's what that is. A fruit or a movie? Yeah. But strange fruit is a fruit or that's a person or a movie. Let me drop y'all comments too. Yeah, Jet done wild. He done wild. He was wild in the first time, but this time he done wild. I told y'all, like I told him yesterday, if he really standing on a game, I see why he doing what he got to do. I see what he do, why he doing what he got to do. Cause once you win, you gonna have to pay that tab. That tab don't go away. So I don't know. I don't know what Jet got himself into, but yeah, Jet done lost his everlasting mind. What it is, what it is. You know how they go out. Oh, that's a song. I think I heard that. Yeah, I think I heard that. All right, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Definitely gonna check it out. We're gonna see. But yeah, yeah, today I'm gonna let the viewers create the topic, and we're gonna talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Southern trees that are strange road, blood on the leaves and blood at the road, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scene of the gallant south.
Hold up, we got to rewind that a little bit because let me make sure I heard what I heard.
Blood on the leaves and blood at the road. Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze.
You hear that? Huh?
What the hell that is?
It's Billie Holiday's "Strange Fruit."
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah, because I swear it sounded like she said "black body swinging."
Yeah, that was it was the song behind all the shit that she saw back in the days, because they told her story, and they was coming up during that time when they was still hanging people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why she made that song.
Okay.
From the poplar trees.
Just wanted to make sure I'm on the right page.
Pastoral scene of the gallant south, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh.
But people be acting like this junk done stop. Well, they just found somebody up here hanging. They done hear the news story. Hey, money, what's good?
In together for the wind to suck, for the sun to rise, for the tree to drop. Is a strange and bitter cry.
Yeah, man. It'd be crazy that stuff still be going on. Uh-huh. It's crazy though.
How you found out about that song, baby?
Nah, I'm having viewers create the topic on 48 Hour Channel.
Oh yeah.
And Blanco said they were uh breaking down the story of the job, listening to it.
Yeah, I don't know, cause I had seen the movie, and I don't know if it was somebody she knew or somebody that they walked up on, but she walked up on some white people hanging. It was a black person hanging in the tree, and they had set. I don't know if they set them on fire or some shit like that. But back then, cause she was a singer,
Mm-hmm.
and so as they was traveling through Mississippi and all that shit, they seen all that weird kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and so she was kind of telling the story, but it was some bad stuff going on back then.
It's still going on.
It is, and then the thing about it is, people keep hollering about that's back in the days, but it's crazy how the same stuff that the people that lived through that stuff back then was talking about is going on right now to this day.
Mike, what's going on? Welcome to the channel, Mike. You know they gonna shut it. They would have. They were gonna try. They were gonna do something. You know they got to keep that. But hey, like I say, this is open discussion. This, yeah, still a day, boy. Still a day. I'm telling you, they ain't trying to keep these let these people. They don't wanna anger the people that they need to be angered. Kendrick Lamar is all right, but like I say, that what this ain't you know what I'm saying. But I try that, but at the same time, this make your the viewers create the topic Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all create the topic. We gonna talk about it right now. We talk about this Billy Ocean song. Is he your cousin? Is he your cousin, Mike? Like I said, the panel is and the link is dropped at the top. It's pinned. You know what I'm saying? Let's open discussions. Come through. All you gotta do is hit the panel, and we'll get a better understanding of what you're talking about, Mike. Be a man when you troll. Jump up and talk yo. You know, you feel me? I think it's a secret to a happy life. Nah, we go. You know, this the page where they could come on and troll. Happy life is with that. Is whatever you make of it, Mike. That's a happy life. Whatever you make of it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the panel is open. You can jump up, and you could do your trolling with your voice, not with your typing finger. I know your fingers hurt. I know your fingers hurt. We know, Mike. We know. We know your fingers hurt. Yeah, feel me? But yeah, man. Come on. All you gotta do is come on up here and speak your truth. Speak what you got to say. That's all you got to do. Instead of talking you know what I'm saying, tapping your little fingers away. That's all you got to do. But that Billie Holiday song, that was, yeah, man. That really like I got to do some more. do some more research on that song and look up and all that and stuff like that. Cause I done heard of Billie Holiday. I done heard of it and everything. So I'm not that green to it, but you know how sometimes you don't listen to certain things and certain things you don't listen to. So you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you had brought that to the forefront. No, I ain't getting your mama a shout out. I ain't getting your mama a shout out. You feel me? And you know, nah. That was Liz, you're like I say, y'all. This the viewers create the topic Tuesday. So yeah. Welcome Liz. Welcome No Fly Zone. Welcome Tia Blanco. E Money. Y'all already. You know what I'm saying? So this that moment, y'all. Said we had a good conversation on the Family Channel. I wanted to come back and piggyback off that today on this channel, and y'all create the topic. We, you know what I'm saying? That's the best joke you had in your life, huh? It took you all day to make this joke up. Ah, we ain't giving you no hype. Nah, don't kick him. Don't kick him. Let him go ahead and what you call it. Let him keep trolling, Tim. Let him keep trolling. let him keep on saying whatever his topic is. You know, there's free speech over here. You know what I'm saying? This way we welcome all the blood crowd. If you think I look like Kendrick Lamar, well, he must look like me because I'm older than Kendrick Lamar. So ask Kendrick, go find Kendrick Lamar page, and you go ask him how he feel about looking like me. 48 hours. You did? Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like I say, man, the link is pinned at the top. If anybody want to hit the panel with a topic, y'all come on up, man. Yeah. Yeah, I already had checked it. You know I had checked it. But you know, over here on this channel, that's the type of time we on though. You feel what I'm saying? So what you trying to ask? How could you lead the Ku Klux Klan? You can't. Just 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 stay there. We don't want you in society. We want you to stay with the Klan. So I answered your topic before you even wrote it. So we ain't worrying about what your serious topic is. If you can't come up on the panel and say what your topic is, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it type. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying. I know y'all got some things y'all want to talk about, man. Let's do it, y'all. Let's turn up. I know it ain't too early in the day. Well, for Tia, it might be early, still early in the morning. I mean, sometime in the morning. But here it's 1:11. 1:11 in the afternoon. PM. So I know we got something to talk about today. I don't want to make the topic today. I want y'all to make the topic. I want somebody to drop a comment. Let's talk about the topic. Mm-hmm. This nigga here, shout out, boy. Mike, you shout out. Why don't you hit the panel, Mike? It's pinned at the top. Hit the panel. So you won't have to keep typing. I know your finger hurt. You can ask all the questions you want. Come on up here. Come on up here. Like I say, man, today we got time. We got time on our hand. I bet you won't hit that panel. Hit that link. Hit the link. Hit the link, Mike. Cause you ain't Mike Jones. You Mike full of whack. We definitely we need a topic, y'all. All right. I'm gonna find something that I got on my watch call. We got to do something. I know this is the first time we did that we doing this viewers thing, but we gonna get it to work. We're gonna get it to work out. We're gonna get it to work out. Oh Lord. I just need one of my bright people, one of my bright mods, just to come up with something to talk about. Give us the first. Blanco did give us the first thing. If y'all could, y'all go check out "Strange Fruit" by Billy his Holiday, Billy Holiday, and y'all let me know what y'all feel about that song. Yo, picture us gaming. What's good with you, bro? Like I say, the link is pinned at the top. I'm gonna drop it one more time, but it is linked at the top. If you feel like you want to jump up and be froggy, or you got a conversation you want to talk about, ugh. All you gotta do is hit the link. That's all you gotta do. So I need somebody to give a good top, give another topic. Like I say, y'all check out Billy Holiday "Strange Fruit." Then y'all let me know what y'all feel about the song. Nobody, anybody, everybody. Don't type at one time. Don't hit the link at one time. Just hit the link. Y'all, I know everybody ain't scared to hit the link. Or drop a comment on what y'all think a topic should be right now. Y'all know y'all don't like to talk about my topics. Y'all know that. This way y'all can't say I talk too much. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all can do this for me. Let's see. We'll talk about this then. See if it'll work for me. Hold on. Hold on. We got a comment. Hold on. We got a comment. Why the rich don't help the poor? Because if they help the poor, then they won't have nobody to work in they corporation. They say, you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion that they don't want you. If everybody was least middle class, or they could start their own business or carry their own weight as far as financially, the poor won't be working. The poor wouldn't work. They won't have nobody to work for them. They won't have nobody to work for them. They need poor people to be poor. They need you to be poor, just like a lion need a deer to be in the woods, so they can have something to eat. That's just my opinion. Why you think so? Like I say, hit the panel picture us gaming. I like that. That's a good comment. Why you think the rich don't help the poor? Anybody in the chat could comment on it. Some be love to work. Because if like look, when they gave the poor a little bit of money called a stimulus check, everybody was quitting their jobs. So just my opinion. That's why they need you. They need poor to be poor, so they can keep on getting rich off your blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? They'll be feeling. Then they'll be stuck. Then they'll have to send their kids out there to keep them going and keep them rich. keep them above water. They ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna say it's beneath them, but it could be. But my opinion, I think because they need you to be poor. They really need you to be. They really need it to be poor people out here. What they feel like is helping you is giving you an application with all your information on it. That's what I want to know. But I feel like they need you to stay poor so they can stay succeeding. Because without poor people, there won't be a McDonald's worker. Then y'all can't eat fast food. It won't be fast food workers. Then nobody ain't gonna have no fast food to eat. Y'all think rich people gonna cook for the public? Nah, nah. So they need you to stay poor. You don't think they balanced out the numbers of what they pay you to make sure you don't get rich? They gonna make sure you ain't stable enough to stand on your own with your own situation. And they could be. Shoot, they might do think we all beneath them. Hey, they just might feel that way. Might just feel that way. It's taking people looking at grocery. They have more self checkout. How it is going now. The technology is taking people looking at the groceries. Yeah, but them self checkouts, they still need people about them. So they know that job. They still either them take out them self checkouts is they work them like them right now. That's what you call it, like like a product that they gonna create better because they still losing when they with them self checkouts because that computer can't chase nobody down. I believe them self checkouts, the one that had that's what's having a bunch of the Walmarts, I think in California, going out of business because it's easy for people to steal. I believe they gonna bag away from the self checkout sooner or later because ain't no way they can make that self checkout chase nobody. I think I seen a video where they had it where a lady was in there. I'm talking about she was clowning, boy. She'll scan one item, stuff by four. Scan one item, stuff by four. Scan one item, stuff by four. And the crazy and it was the crazy thing about it is they didn't even pay attention to it. It was just a person out on the just a regular person that was filming it. You already know, fam. But I don't think them self checkouts is all the way efficient right now. Either they gonna do more modifications to it, or they gonna have to regroup their situation and take them back out of the store and bring people back to the cashier. But I don't know, cause shit. Once you eat the grocery shit, the grocery gone. You gotta still realize people still allowed to wear masks on their face. So it's gonna be hard for them to send anybody and everybody paper subpoena or something to their house. You're wiped down. So it's gonna be hard for them to catch everybody, a lot of people. I think most people get away with them quick checkouts. Even scammers loving them things. I don't think they care about their cameras, man. And you got to remember, it still got to be over $300. Some places they done made it over 500. So if it ain't even over that, what about that product that you got away with? If it's less than 300. Shoot, the ATM machine got a camera on and people still hitting that bitch in the head. Cause one thing about it, right now, whatever that is, you can wear these masks everywhere you go. It's kind of hard to just say, "Oh, that's the person." You can fight that all day. And like I say, I'm pretty sure it got to be over $300, $300 or $500, one of the two. So I don't know. We got picture in the building. Picture in the building.
Hey, no, see, I was looking at it, right? And it's like all right, it was this lady in Arizona. She been doing it for years. They just stacked the cases up till she did it so many times it became a felony. Now she got a federal charge.
Yeah, but still, the grocery still coming though.
But the evidence is on the camera though.
You think she give a damn about that if she already ate the grocery?
She gonna still go to jail though. You still gonna pay that and the fine, so you taking a loss.
But how much time you think you gonna get for grocery shoplifting?
If it add up to a certain amount, how many times people be doing money laundering and they get time?
Nah, that's two different things. Now you put two different crimes.
But it's still money though. It still goes to amount of money. All right, say for example, if you steal $100,000 worth of groceries, you think you ain't gonna do that time?
You don't think insurance already done paid for that?
Anyway, all right. This is what I learned from Walmart and all that. All the stores they got a business credit card.
Yeah.
All credit cards got insurance, so if anything gets stolen or taken, it's covered already.
Yeah.
But they get you in the long run though, even though it goes spoiled and all that. Also about the rich people, every time they distribute a check out to a worker, that goes to a tax reduction for them.
Yeah.
So the rich gonna always be rich. So
yeah, but the rich but the rich. That's the reason. That's why I was saying, my opinion, that's why the rich ain't gonna like completely help a poor person, because the only way they can get that, send that check to somebody got to work for them, right?
Right. They gotta keep them they gotta keep their tax cut.
Yeah, so they got to keep you poor or keep you at a borderline where you got to come back. You get what I'm saying?
All right.
They got to keep you to come back. You get what I'm saying? So if they made 5 million, say it's only 2 workers. If they made 5 million in 1 year, and they say, well, I'm gonna give both of my workers, since they helped me get this 500,000. You think you give somebody 500,000, that 5 million, they coming back?
No, 9, 10, no. But it's some people. But everybody you put that money in the hand, some people don't even know how to manage that. They'll go party, get rid of that, and they'll be back at square one.
Yeah,
Like
but
for example,
that's
all right,
still
during the
you still got to
pandemic,
go back
during the
photo.
pandemic, you remember right during the pandemic, nobody ain't wanted to go to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
They was getting money and all that. Eventually, that money evaporated. So what people doing? They going back to what they know, unless they doing entrepreneur or something else.
That's what I'm saying. Now, if you get, that's what I'm saying. Now, for a person that gotta say, all right, out of 10 people, 5 people out of this 10 people got an entrepreneur mind. You get what I'm saying? And they
Yeah,
start their own business. If say a rich person say, all right, I'm gonna give 10 of y'all, we gonna do a experiment. We're gonna give 10 of y'all 100,000 apiece. Imagine if 5 of them is entrepreneurs. You get what I'm saying? He
yeah,
not gonna get that. He not gonna get that money. He'll never gain that money back because they gonna find their own way to make their own money. Yeah, you might get it back out of the other 5 that you, like you say, might fuck it off. You know what I'm saying? That might fuck off and just party with the money and do whatever. You feel me?
yeah,
So you that's why I say when you ask the question why the rich won't help the poor, that's I feel like that's the reason why. Because if I help you, then I ain't generating no money. I got to start spending the money that I saved up. Nobody don't know how long it would take me to cover my expenses, and I don't understand my expenses until I start losing money.
right.
You get what I'm saying? Hold on. What No Fly say? That's why people walk into them stores and fill up carts and walk right out. And nobody chases because you never know. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like he was saying, like technology gonna take over people's job, but they're gonna have to bring people back because
Yeah, they gotta bring some people to maintenance, but it ain't gonna be as much people though.
she said they've been walking out with Legos over there. Look, I
Man,
would think even though the store get insurance money, they still got to pay the regular workers that is working there. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
but
like
see,
now you taking the loss because that grocery ain't that the insurance money really don't pay people that that's actually having a free day because they get paid from the insurance money, not the grocery sale, because the grocery is gone now. If that make any sense, sugar
sure.
daddy. I don't know, but I don't think like I say I don't think completely stop people from
They ain't
like they
gonna
could really
completely
rely
stop,
on
but
themselves.
they gonna drop it down. It's like that's like for example, if I had a business right now, and if I can get money off of auto pay, like auto on autopilot, and I just need a handful of workers, I'm gonna go take that because there's a lot of people who had buildings back then, and they found out like, oh, Snoop, I don't need no building no more. They can work at home. So y'all work at home. I pay for the internet, whatever, and you feel me? I
Yeah,
don't need no buildings. Why
but
I
that's
ain't
only
paying
certain.
rent for.
But that's only certain. But that's only certain companies. Like say, all right, say a construction site. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who build
Yeah,
houses, they can't really get a machine to build the whole house. You know what I'm saying? They can design it, but it can't build it. You know what
no,
I'm
I
saying?
can't build it.
A machine can't be a bricklayer, and then it's gonna cause because it's gonna cause even more because you got to put diesel oil, gas, you got to use maintenance, you got to do everything to a machine. A machine can't fix itself. It can fix
True.
the machine, but it can't fix the machine. That's down. It can't fix itself. So they might try. They might try.
Yeah,
They tried. Like I
it's
say, they
crazy.
did try with they first started it off, I think, with the ATM machine. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
that's
about
where
to
they can have
explain the
less
money.
bank robberies. You get what I'm saying? They were lessening down the bank robberies because you got to go to that machine. But that heightened
Yeah,
up the robberies at ATM machine. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it'd be always
a loophole.
like how y'all say a cause and you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? It's always dealing with like how you was saying with the self-chasing cashiers. Saying it's a cause and effect. Because what about the scammers?
Yeah, but look, that
When you
scammer
you
face
know what I'm
on
saying? When you had
such
this,
and such. See, look,
but we can do this
and
though,
another
Jason.
thing too,
Nowadays, you can walk in the store.
we gotta pay
I
attention.
understand. I understand what you're
The
saying,
camera
but
they
look,
using, dog. Look,
hold on. Let me
oh
make one point. Yeah, let me hold on. Let me make one point. You can actually walk in the store like this. This legal. This legal.
yeah, it is legal. But guess
You get
what?
what I'm saying?
How many times you gonna walk in this store, or how many times you gonna go that way? You feel me? You don't think they ain't gonna size that junk up and find out?
But it's still you still. If I get away with it 100 times, you only could charge me with the one time you could prove. You can't
Yeah,
charge me with all the other times you considering I did it, or you trying to say I did it, but because I got this mask on, this concealing my identity. You can't say that. You know, I'm saying I'm talking about like from a job point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
with them self checkout, you got scammers who can walk in there with these on their face. They even got the whole face mask thing. You get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
they do.
We going to have corpse and trailers, corpses and trailers shooting grenade launchers and machine gun. Oh, yeah, because enemy has been formed in America since COVID. I don't know what you're talking about, made of rubber, but hey, welcome. I don't know. I thought it was always an army in America. I
Huh.
don't know. That's what I thought. And what is always a United States Army?
Yeah, I'm about to
Wasn't
say,
your brother in
yeah, it was in the military. He retired now, 23 years.
Nah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He been in that bitch ever since we were kids.
Yep, straight out of high school. That nigga, I like, nah, boy, I ain't going in the military. I don't get, I ain't going now.
Hey, with some of the way I think they should build a new military, they should build a new military with all these so-called hardcore criminals that we paying our tax money for to be in prison all their life for all
Yeah,
their
send
life.
them to war. I mean, send them
Why
out
they don't?
there.
Yeah, build a whole like a big old prison for the army, and you train. Not even you ain't got to train them. They already train whatever they do. So all you gotta do is just let them get a gun and go out there and do what they do. If they come back, they come back. Hey, if they don't, shit. Hey, y'all gonna let them die and rot
Yep.
in the prison?
Because guess what?
That's
They gonna look if it gets so bad and they start drafting people, that's what they gonna do.
they gonna.
They
That's what
gonna
they
send
should
them.
do. They should do that instead of taking like we go back to that point, taking poor people that's helping the economy or this so-called America stay running. You want to grab them people when you got all these so-called killers and thugs and drug dealers and all that shit that's sitting in prison, willing for that second chance because they say jail supposed to rehabilitate people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Use they skills and send them and put them on the front line for the army and all. They already know how to, if you got murderers in there, they know how to kill. You might have drug dealers in there that you never caught for killing, but they done did their thing. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
let them, you know what I'm saying? Get them that rehabilitate them in a sense of using them as an American war machine. Russia do it. You see who they got out of jail for that
yeah,
basketball player. You get what I'm saying? They ain't
yeah,
gonna go get. They ain't gonna get a mayor. They ain't gonna go get somebody that might have got caught up in something that now they there. No, they went and got a gun runner, a criminal,
yeah.
traded for a basketball female player.
And that nigga got the connects too. That's the
Man,
crazy
yeah,
part.
you hear that story that man told? Man, that man wasn't lying. They need to be drafted. They don't know what fear is. They got to be on drugs, peas, having kids. I guess kids supposed to be strong and smart. See, I don't know what generation that's growing up nowadays, so I don't know. I know we were strong, and we did. What do you know how? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We were raised a different way.
Yeah, we were way different way, boy. This
Hey, you know they paying
generation.
like you say, sugar. They paying pennies of dollars to bills that kind of create a lot of things that y'all use on a day-to-day life as a job. They pay them like pennies to a dollar to go cut the side of the
Yeah,
expressways and
cut
all
the
that.
yeah,
I mean,
hurry.
if they already used to that payment, won't you like not grant them freedom, let them serve their time, their life sentence, being in this so-called army thing, instead of taking innocent kids that really just going in for a paycheck and don't know they signing over a whole freedom of life to be under the government of something that gonna tell them you go, but they ain't going. You think Biden is gonna go grab one of them guns and go out there and shoot?
No, he ain't gonna do that.
You get what I'm saying? So why
He
take an
gonna send them
innocent person?
people.
You feel me? They gonna always sit behind that desk and send some one of y'all innocent kids and tell y'all to go out there. Look at my dog Terrence.
Yeah, dang.
Look at my dog Big Shorty. He lost his son.
Then they said they couldn't find his body. That's the other thing about like
Sent them people back pieces.
that's
A mix,
crazy. Like
it's mixed body parts.
man, they know what they doing, bro. They send the test. They send the test run first. Then they send the medium. Then the real killers come at the end and knock them off. They slick. They send the assassins last.
Boy, you request back on this to look at YouTube. They talking about something on Facebook. I think they talking about my post, but I don't know what they talking about. Oh man, boy, you request back on this to look at YouTube channel, huh? I don't know what sis talking about. Boy, you request back on this to look at YouTube channel.
Whew,
I guess you're telling me to request. I mean, I don't know.
it's hot.
I don't know.
It is hot.
I'm gonna put just I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. And, yeah,
I think it says the link. So
Whew.
got a link. Oh,
on Facebook.
I know if I go to Facebook, it's gonna kick me out if I leave this page.
I don't know how to share it on. I mean, like put it the link inside Facebook though. So I ain't. But I don't know what she asking.
Oh, you got. Oh, dang, you gotta share it. Hold on, let me see something, bro.
Let me see if I drop the
I,
link. Let me see if I drop the link from the channel. Like you know how you do it. Like if you sharing the channel.
yeah, I'm gonna share it right. Well, that's sharing it. Oh, yeah, I can share it to Facebook. Okay.
What it got hot out there?
Yeah. I had come in. I couldn't take it no
I
more.
shared it on my page.
It's too hot out there. Oh, it's hot. Oh,
There you go. See, all right, there you go. I had some shared it on my page.
it's hot. I'm talking about it's hot.
Yeah, Jason, man.
These little snakes think out there by himself.
I'm surprised. Well, he wanted to even stay out there.
Nah, he good. He out there chilling. He like that's the best thing that ever happened to him.
Until he realize you gone. Until he realize he out there by his damn self, and then he gonna lose his wig. Yeah, man. Like I say, y'all, that's the viewers create the chat Tuesday, man. Y'all create what we were talking about. Jace came up with some good old topics. Y'all heard what he was saying. Y'all ain't get no. Y'all gave y'all input, everything. Like I say, we want to continue on trying to just going. I'm trying to. Oh, there you go. They pay to keep them locked up and not pay them to fight and survive. Cause man, if they were me, man, I send their ass over there and let them go ahead and go for what they know. Whatever country we fighting in, that's where their ass will be left at. I guarantee you, them
You
boys will
trying to
take over.
escape? They gonna
Yeah,
put a tracking device. You trying to escape? Gonna blow up.
yeah, you there.
No, you
You
can't do
might as
that.
well sell. I guarantee you let these criminals go inside some of these countries. They'll survive, boy. They'll be taking over.
Yeah. So it's like they just give you license to kill.
And I wouldn't send Mexicans like I won't send Mexicans if we fight in Mexico. Nah, I send like the Jamaicans and the Haitians or the black or white. I send them. I send the Mexicans if we fighting like the Pakistanis. I send the Mexicans over there and keep your
Yeah.
make sure you don't go back to your country and shit like that. Yeah, well, you ain't gonna get there and run because you know the law of the land. Hell no, I'm gonna send you somewhere you don't know nothing about it. So you can send a black American anywhere. They don't know nothing
Yeah.
about no Africa, no nothing. So they could go all over and fight. It wouldn't matter. But you
Yeah.
better not send the Mexican criminals to Mexico. They'll be right back here laughing in your face. You thought you something you over there the war. Motherfucker. How you think I got here the first time? Shit, I just used the same motherfucking path. So
You
I
know
send
that
it to Africa
that
somewhere.
road.
I send it straight over there to the Pakistanis. Yeah, go fight them. Yeah, well, that's where y'all stationed at. Won't
You
even
gonna
have to
really
come back.
they gonna really fight though too. They gonna fight
Hell
then because
yeah.
like we somewhere we don't know where we at.
And we're gonna do what the government do. We're gonna lie to them. Man, yeah, you live. Yeah, we're gonna bring you back. We're gonna bring you back. Fuck it, yeah, you're gonna be free. You gonna be
So
free than the motherfucker. They don't even think about you no more. You be calling in, yeah, I just killed 3 of them soldiers. Can I get free now? No, man, you still got enough time. You got a whole life sentence.
hey,
Man,
something else went wrong. This
I
and
thought
that.
y'all said if I do this, y'all gonna bring me back. Oh yeah, we gonna bring you back soon. Just keep staying alive and killing. Just keep doing it.
We're gonna send you transport.
Sooner or later.
8 months later, you still out there. 8 months. Like dang, you a straight
Hey, we gonna,
savage, boy. Y'all don't even talk. Y'all just make movements like that's it. You don't want to talk nothing. It been crazy out there. They sending kids and all that with bombs on you.
uh, all right, hold on. I'm gonna look them up now. Nicholas Irvin. Nicholas Irvin. Oh yeah, I heard, buddy. He the one who they be having telling the stories how the 50 cal blew up somebody's body and all that. Yeah, I think that's who this is right here. Yeah, I've been catching this on what you call it though. Yeah, he been telling some real wild stories. Yeah, the Reaper. Yeah, he been telling some real wild stories. Oh, Jason untapped that. Hold on, y'all. Let me go grab his son. Oh, that's the only thing I don't like right there is that them ants get in the food. I got to figure that out. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that boy, that was a beast, boy. The shit he was talking about. But you see how young he looked. You know how young he had to be to endure that stuff. But we what? That's what I mean about they rather seeing the innocent people who would be better just to sit here and be ready for whatever if it comes to this country. But nah, they rather seeing the innocent ones over there. They rather send them over there. Yeah, the Reaper, his story be kind of crazy. His story be crazy. He say, boy, that goddamn 50 don't even got to hit you. All that bitch got to do is be close by you, and it gonna tear you up like a hitch. That boy say he seen that bitch pass the nigga and tore his whole legs off. I know one of the stories he was saying where it ripped the top of the person's body off, and the legs was still walking for a little minute, and then if the legs fell. Yeah, that boy ain't he seen some junk, boy. Nicholas Irving. Nicholas Irving. No, Nicholas Irving. Nicholas Irving. He don't want. He don't want to. He don't want to work. What is that? Make sure you like it. Where we at? He has an on and off switch. Lots of guys in prison have it. Shit, in real life, people have it. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, SD was. I got a on and off switch. For real, for real. But that's either here or there, though. You feel me? Like I say, well, we all got to on and off switch. Like, see, on the streets, everybody call me one name, but when I get pissed off, they gonna be like, "Oh, you ain't want to see Yogi." See, it certain things, like I say, certain stories ain't meant to be told. But boy, look here, yeah, nah, it's still like you feel me. Same situation, same situation, same situation, boy. Yeah, I damn show you that picture you see. That was the person they didn't want to see when I was screwed up in Miami. This picture y'all see up here on this called the avatar. Yeah, they people didn't want to see that person in real life. In real life, You'll rather see me like this than see me like this. For real, for real. For real. And like I say, y'all might not know picture, but me and picture came from the same neighborhood, grew up together, rep the same thing, Edison Project. You know what I'm saying, for life. But you definitely didn't want to see this character here, boy. You definitely didn't want to see this character here. And I ain't boasting or nothing, but yeah, you didn't want to see that character there. Yeah, I had got it on the what you call it, but let me see. But my internet be tripping sometimes. I can just put the picture up though, but I know what you're talking about though. Reaper 33. Yeah, I see he started his own YouTube channel. Yeah, he got his own YouTube channel, Reaper 33. That's what you talking about right here. Yeah, I've been looking at an interview. But yeah, sometimes some of the stuff be like, man, shit, that be some people real life that's out on the street for real, out here in America. Just out here just being in America. Heck yeah. Try to get a couple of people in from Facebook to bop in, but I don't know. I don't know. Tell them to come bop in with us, to come kick the bobo with us. We already have pictures gaming up here, pictures rolling. You know what I'm saying? I know a Marine sniper like him called out of retirement. to fight in Afghanistan, but he declined. Um, I think my homeboy site picture brother, picture older brother. I think he was a sniper. I think picture his gaming brother was a sniper. But I got a couple of cousins. Cousin Theodis, he a sniper. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain that Psycho was what you call it, a sniper. Picture of the game and older brother. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm damn sure pretty sure that he was a sniper. But yeah, I got a bunch of cousins that's Marines that's in the army right now. Marine, whatever y'all wanted, whatever it is, the difference is, but they in that light. That's their job description, being in the army or whatever. So I got a couple of cousins. Yeah, that's how it be though. But in real life, you got people out here in the street that's like that, boy. It's matter of fact, one of my cousins up here, he crazy. He crazy. Yeah, I remember Syke used to say he used to be a sniper. Yeah, but people better understand. That's why me and my cousin, whenever we talk, I always tell them, man, you gotta realize there's people that's going through war right here in this damn in the streets of just the United States. Not just out here monstery killing people, but going to regular war against territory. Sometimes I be thinking like though at the same time, yep, I be thinking at the same time though, it's crazy that people find it okay for like the army people to whatever go kill innocent people, but they don't find it okay over here for people to kill their enemies. Because sometimes them people go to war, they go on a war with somebody else's enemy, not their own enemy. You know what I'm saying? Them people be doing whatever they doing in their country. They, they don't be having nothing to do with America. And we send people over there to go slaughter these people, and then we how you say it, like we uplift them folks. You know what I'm saying? We uplift the army people, but we don't legitly like the people that's here that's legitly defending their household. They honor their name. The same thing the army say. It's some of us doing that on regular street business. Them boys went in there and stole all Castro money, all Bin Laden money. So our army is like they ain't no different than the people that's on the street. But the only difference is we fighting our own enemies, and they fighting enemies that ain't even their enemies. They fighting the so-called government enemies. But we don't get a badge of honor for protecting our own home. We don't don't get a badge of honor. We don't get the Purple Heart. We don't get none of that when you leave and be traumatized by the shit that you had to do on these streets. And y'all can't play that. Oh, it was a choice. Nah, that was some people's life. I feel you. I ain't never been a war. I mean, I ain't never been to the army. I ain't never thought about it. They tried. At one time, I was in job court. When I was in job court, I thought about because the way they threw it out there to us, and they know they come to deal with people that street have a street mentality. And where they tried to, they made it look good. They say you could go kill people for free. I mean, for money. Like you get paid to go kill people. I was like, sign me up. You know what they told me? My certain charge will stop me from going to the army or enlisting myself to whatever the Marines, the army, or whatever. But that's what you pitched to me on why I should go. You get what I'm saying? I didn't understand that part. If you gonna go over there and send me to do something, and I'm telling you that's the reason I want to go, and then you check my background and then say, oh nah, you can't go because you got the same thing that you pitched to me about on your record. That didn't make sense. Like what you say? You only like playing in GTA, and that was another thing. I went. I don't know. I would have. I don't know. I probably have been trying everything right now. Well, at that time, I'd probably be retired right now because I was 16 when I tried to get enlisted. When they came on job court, I was 16, going on 17. So ain't no telling where they out of. All I know is they were gonna give me a gun, and I could go shoot people. That's all I knew. I don't know if I was wrong for thinking like that, but shit, yeah, that's the only reason I wanted to join, cause I could go shoot people and wouldn't get in trouble for it. No bullshit. That was the only reason I wanted to join. No other reason. Court. What this for real? Look,
I come everything home after you got to wake me up.
cause I want to ask you
And
something.
then you cut my sleep.
You could go back to sleep. You shouldn't be napping right now at the time of day. This stuff right here.
That's Neil Spoon.
Oh, yo, boy. I smashed the ASVAP test, top 3%. See, that's probably where they would have got me at. All this, these tests. I don't think I would have been wanting to go there for the tests. I'd have been wanting to go there just to do what I do. I ain't lying. So I can put this on red on the thing. On court.
Mm-hmm.
The ASVAP. Sheesh, that sounds like a hard test. Well, I guess they kind of give you training and the answers to it anyway. So all you gotta do is be real positive. And I was good with tests though, but they still wouldn't let me sign up though. The way they were sounding like we were perfect candidates because we were trouble teams. Some people got to my name, boy. They had declined before I even said something. I guess I was untrainable. I don't know. They sure ain't want me. They sure didn't want me. Stinking suckers. They wanted to have all the fun for themselves. Pick and choose who they wanted to go have fun. For real, for real. Man, they ain't had recruiters. They did. The recruiters came to the job court, but they didn't want me. They had that big old envelope, that old big old book with everybody's name on there. They damn sure ain't want me though. I had special force skills. Thank you. I had special force skills. They could have used to their benefit. They could have changed my whole life around while letting me live my life. That's what they could have did, but they didn't. But everybody, anybody and everybody, welcome to hit the link, man. If I don't know who you is, you won't be seen on the what you call it. But if I know who you is, you will be seen on the camera. I mean on the what you call it. But you will be heard. People I know, you don't have to carry them up, but nothing like that.
It's just so hot.
I told you to get hot of here, even with the AC on.
It's like it just drained you.
Especially when you be done, tip one in. And the only shooting I'm doing, the army stuff I'm doing is on a video game. That's about it. That's about it. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't doing nothing in real life. Everything gonna be on a video game. Test run. Something I can turn off and on. No bull crap. No bull crap. I ain't doing nothing. I got some of my young cousins cousins, they in the army right now. Don't know what they taking up. I went to college instead. U of Illinois. University of Illinois. Okay. College. I ain't never was a college type of material. Billy was school material. I didn't like to follow directions. Only time I think I followed directions in high school and park recreation, tennis, and that's it. Other than that, I ain't like directions. I ain't like to be told nothing. Y'all see what we're gonna try to keep this little program going, man. Um Viewers create the topic. And we talk about it Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Open panel for anybody to jump up, state what they want to state, talk about what they want to talk. You make the comment, you made the topic, and we'll what you call it, and we'll talk about it. Yeah, I only thing I ain't like about school is is the history class. That's the only thing I ain't like about school is the history class. I could have graduated early. I was gonna graduate at 16. I just didn't like history class. That's the only thing I ain't like about school. That's the only thing I ain't like about school is history class. But school was cool. I just didn't like the history class. Yeah, I ain't like it. Once they start, man, that class used to have me angry every day. It's not like I say, like it ain't. It's just the stuff they taught. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I didn't want to hear about the stuff they were talking about. I couldn't take it. Every other class I was good in except history class. It wasn't that I was dumb of it. I didn't like the conversation that they were talking about. And I know you older than me, so it had to be real crazy. Now I love the math. I love the math, but I didn't like history. I did not like history classes. I'm talking about all through the whole time of school. I didn't like history class. Shit they used to tell us, it wasn't cool. And then every time they want to show these down, yeah, man, I don't even yeah to show these little racist movies yeah, like I say in Miami, where we learned about real racism and the whole thought of the whole chain of thought of racism is from history class. It wasn't from the outside world. It wasn't from. what we were seeing and living around, it was from the history class every time. It's like they were trying to promote hate against black folks. Like they wanted you to self hate because they made whatever whoever they were talking about. They supposed to be slaves and stuff. They were making them sound weak. They were making the Native Americans, Black Americans, the Native Black Americans of America. They were making them sound weak. So I didn't like history class. So they were trying to create a hate, a self hate between the black folks. Now the only thing I ain't gonna lie, the only thing I liked it about it because we used to have when they used to do history month, they used to make all the non-black kids not come to school. Yeah, I shit, boy. They used to make the non-blacks don't come to school because they gonna get jumped on. So it was crazy. It was damn so crazy. I did not like that class. But it's like you Michael Evans for good time. Read, cause I'm telling you, I used to be that person that I used to take it seriously. I used to read too deep into the situation. You know what I'm saying? I used to read too deep into the conversation that it's gonna get me in trouble. It was gonna get me in trouble because I got to ask questions. For one, why do we got a white teacher teaching us about the hatred that white folks have for black folks? So that they used to piss me off. And they used to feel comfortable telling these stories about hanging and all this. I wasn't too into that. I wasn't too into that. So it definitely created a stigma on the Caucasian race. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that's what the history class was about. To create a stigma in your mind, to create anger and hatred and stuff like that. And yeah, I use it because you use the grow when you growing up, like especially in Miami, you use to dislike a person for who they was, not for what you didn't know they did. Yeah, but I think I used to do it more like anger is like I used to be angry about the situation because I used to have to ask how we got a Caucasian person telling us about this story and feel comfortable if you telling us that you and your people did that. Nah, I ain't. Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about that. I was all right living with y'all stay on South Beach side and we'll stay over here on this side of the bridge. I was okay with that. Well, they had that in school. It's like they used to mind. They just used to mind fuck me every time. Like they used to piss me off every time, boy. Every time. Man, I slammed the teacher on his head, knocked him out and slammed him on his head. Man, that's how I ended up in job court on this so-called Black History Month, teaching her this bull crap. Man, I ended up knocking the teacher out and slamming the assistant principal on his head, locking him in his car, beating him with a billy club. You need to wake up, Miss Sleeping Beauty. Wake your ass up. Yeah, man, that class used to irk my nerves, man. I knocked the damn history teacher out, and then it's like the assistant principal was on his side, of course, because he Caucasian, and I got offended by that. So nigga waited till he got off work and beat him with some billy clubs that we found in a stolen car. Slammed him on his head and put him in back of his trunk of his car and left. They, but it ain't go far because you got to remember school had your name, address, and everything. So by the time I got home, the police was already there. So they sent me to an at-risk program and sent me to job court. To save a youth. But at the same time, it was like it fell in place because I was kind of reckless anyway, so I needed a vacation from the streets anyway.
But you know what I really want to know?
What up?
I really want to know. And it wasn't the educators. Because they don't care nothing about really educating us. But I really want to know what was the point of them even teaching us that. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have let that die with history if things, quote unquote, so called changed. They could have let all that die and not even mention it.
Because of the state of fear.
You know what I'm saying?
But at
the same time, the only thing it did, and then, like, they don't want you to look at them different. But it's very hard to not look at them different and believe that it's any good when y'all taught us this mess. Because we wouldn't have knew what was going on until we would have seen it like how we seen it now. But we wouldn't have knew nothing about back in the day.
I don't know, cause like I say, once my great grandma sat us down, and she told us why they was why the family inside Florida.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I say, as long as they put it in your mind, as long as you wasn't in Mississippi, you was, you know what I'm saying. You ain't had to worry about that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Cause they made like the only places like like up in here.
I believe
Georgia and all that.
I believe they told it. I believe they did that, and they had it at Florida, like in our school or in school, because they didn't want you to hear the real. They wanted to separate or correct the story that you could actually hear from your parents or your great grandparents or your grandmas and stuff like that. They want to make sure they got ahead of that. You get what I'm saying?
And to further division. Because what other point did they have to even tell that story?
I'm kind of thinking that my opinion is because they wanted to get ahead of the people that went through it from telling you their history. Like how they talk about slavery, then your people, your great grandparents or son would told you, nah, I wasn't never no slave. but it was this and this and that and that. So kind of, but it kind of the book that they taught kind of coincide with what happened in Africa, or this so-called Africa.
But the thing about it is, like how my grandmother came up and stuff, they did not like white people, but they never told us why.
But they
didn't care to tell us why.
But they never told you they was in slavery either. But with the book that they told was it sounded like the stories that happened in Haiti and Africa. So it's like they told us the slavery history that they brought to saying it was in America. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they contributed that and they twisted it in with, like I say, what the truth that your grandparents were gonna tell you. You get what I'm saying? Or your great grandparents. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gonna tell you, nah, I wasn't no slave. These folks came and stole from us. They was running. They was around here being aggressive. You get what I'm saying? That's their story. That's the story of your great grandparents and all this gonna say. Right. You get what I'm saying? Right. But if then you look back, cause I don't really know. I never met no real black person that told me about like they great grandparent, their great grandparent.
That's what I'm saying. Never told us them stories. They didn't like white people for whatever reason the case may be. But they never told us to dislike white people, and they never told us what happened.
But if you're not gonna listen, and I'm trying to put it in where you can understand why, you'll keep saying that.
Right.
If your like when I met your Ethel, she wasn't saying she hated them because she was a slave. She had a different hate for him.
Yeah.
But you never, like, even when you talk to my daddy, they don't never talk about it was a slavery. You get what I'm saying? I met my daddy and his mama, and they was 100. Right. And they never said nothing about no slavery. So this story, but when you look at movies or about slavery for all this, right, it's like it happened in Haiti and Africa. The story of the slavery. Right. You get what I'm saying? But the story here is the water holes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tricked us and we want equal rights. We want our rights back. We want this and this. This is what our story is if you listen to your great grandparents and stuff like that. They came and stole from us. They came and that's the story they'll tell us. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But nobody never talk about a slavery. They talk about sharecrops. You know what I'm saying? And all this, but they don't talk about a slavery. Like even when my daddy don't say he worked on a cotton field, yeah, he never said he was a slave though. He would say that was a job we had. Right. We'll go there and work on this farm. You know what I'm saying, on the cotton field. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know my granddaddy had land and everything up here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So this what I'm saying. It's the story when we get older, it's thing like this, the story, like they told us about, they kept telling us about World War I and II. World War I and II didn't happen here. Yeah. And when and what clears that up is what they talking about. Oh, it's gonna be World War III. They talking about the Ukraine and the Russians. You get what I'm saying? That's not over here. You get what I'm saying? The only war that happened here was the colonial war. Right. When the two Europeans was trying to fight to see who gonna run this country, to take over this country. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And that's what they did. And they used black folks to fight against other Europeans. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And they were fighting against the Europeans that's already landed here, and they were fighting against the ones that was trying to come over and fight them for it. Mm-hmm. But they were fighting for a war. I mean, a land that's already somebody's own. Right. It was black presidents and all that speakers for the black community before these folks came here. That's why they don't want y'all to hear the stories of when black folks, the black Indians, were saying we never seen a white person before. They just came out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, they just popped up nowhere. You can hear Christopher Columbus, the so-called Christopher Columbus. He said that. These
And
people.
you know the theory that came to my mind, baby? Forget it.
Go ahead, cause I be trying to tell you, you always do that instead of letting me get my chain of thought off and then say what you finna say.
My bad. Forget it.
Cause if y'all listen to if y'all listen to the whole thing of what this so-called Christopher Columbus said, Christopher Columbus came here and said these are the most humblest people. All they doing is partying and having fun and helping each other. They don't have a worry in their mind. These are the people that we could conquer. We could colonize this land. We could colonize this land.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I was finna say?
Mm-hmm.
I do not think it was no such thing as an Indian. Those were black people on that land. And what happened was the Indians that they so-called claim is the Indians now, them was the Indians. That was the black and the white people that mixed together.
No, that's what happened. That's why they created a thing called the $5 Indian. You gotta listen to the definition of a $5 Indian. See what they did was they X that when they started writing rules.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You got to remember, at one time there wasn't no birth certificate, no social security, none of this shit. Mm-hmm. And see, when for a white person to get your land, you get what I'm saying? That's why they made the pencil rule. Mm-hmm. If the pencil goes through your hair, listen to this. If the pencil goes through your hair, you're Indian. If the pencil gets stuck in your hair, you lose your rights of being an Indian. See, y'all missing that.
Back in them days, there was no such thing as but black and white. And what happened, like I say, I believe, and I believe it with all I got, they went over there and they conquered some black people. And just like they do now, they mate everywhere they go. They try to mess up people's stories and stuff. And they went over there and they started mating with them black people over there. And I believe that's over what happened. Over here.
No, I think they told they told you this. When they say they came here and raped and pillaged, they told you this. Why is that? What you talking about? I think.
And because, like you say, if I pay, because grandma them, like with your grandparents them, Africans know what they is, and they always go back home, and all these different people, they know what they is. They always go back home and they visit. We ain't got no people over there.
Do y'all ask yourself a question? How do people leave their country talking about they coming here for freedom? Mm-hmm. What you getting free from?
Right.
When they say Haiti overruled the colonizers, mm-hmm. Why y'all ain't never hear about the black Americans overruling the colonizers? When you heard about Africa, they said they would overrule the colonizers. Why y'all ain't never heard about those stories in America?
And I ain't mean that in a bad way when I said they make, because they taught us that in history that the white people was taking over the black people. They just was forcing them black people to have sex with them and stuff.
No, it was because if they had, when they started this, they started making this rule. Yeah. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. Black folks owned their land. The way they could take your land if they become an Indian. Because we knew the difference between a European it was. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So what they did was raping black women and creating a half-breed baby.
That's what that Indian.
So if I'm the father of that baby, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And we killed the parents. Now I own this land. Why you think they were throwing the darkest kids on the water and keeping the light skinned ones?
Manipulation and deception to steal your things, to steal your property.
No, but nobody don't want to really listen to what the history is. They want to go along with what don't make sense. Haiti is the only country in China and Africa the only one who had a liberations. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You telling me America ain't have a liberation, and these same people that call themselves a liberated had thoughts to come into America for freedom. You know why they were coming over here? They didn't know white folks was really doing what they were doing over here, what they was already doing to them. They didn't know they were teaching us the history of what they were doing over there, and we didn't know that they were teaching the history that they were doing over there to us over here as that is us. Because that's why they made the law not to teach black folks how to read. But they wasn't talking about a regular black person. The law was made for black folks not to teach an African how to read, a free slave or a slave. You get what I'm saying? Who y'all think the Uncle Tom was? Uncle Tom was a slave. Who y'all think that woman who used to come clean that house and let the little white baby suck her titty? Who y'all think she was? She wasn't no slave. Didn't they tell y'all stories about they had to go to them? You know, a slave didn't leave the camp. You get what I'm saying? They didn't allow their kids to suck the titties of a slave. They was allowing the slave the suck the titty of a black American because that's the same bloodline that baby have in them after they don't rape the black woman. But nobody ain't thinking about that, huh? It's common sense. When we watching a movie,
they told us that it was in the movies and stuff.
Every movie you watched about some of this stuff was in goddamn what you call it? The movies y'all watch on like what do you call it? What you call it?
I'm talking about
listen. No, what? No, they mixed it together. The movie, what the movie was about Orlando? Evenville? Rosewood. You remember them people was not slaves.
They what?
So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The movies do not coincide with Rosewood. The only movies y'all watch is the movies that call about slavery. It always happened in Africa. Yeah. That's the country they conquered and tried to conquer. That's the country that have a liberation. The country like in Haiti, Haiti was a slave camp. They liberated. America never had to liberate nothing because all we was doing over here is we were getting conquered.
And another one that was good because it was a true story is they eyes were watching God. It teaches you that not all black people were slaves. It was black people that had money. Cause that man that built up Edenville, that man had money and he built all that.
So I'm guessing I'm talking around in circles then, because it's like you're not listening.
Right.
I'm telling you, they put these stories together. When they started killing off the black folks,
right,
they was killing the history.
Right.
So you was never to be told this.
Right.
That you niggas wasn't never slaves.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand the Bible when he said they would come by ship? The slaves came by ship. You can't come by ship if you already here. Mm-hmm. How the hell you gonna come by ship?
Yeah. And for those people that don't know what Edenville is, that's a little place outside of Orlando. It's a part of Orlando, but you know how every little place got its own little place. That little place out there was built by a black man, and there's a bunch of black people that stay out there. It ain't nothing but black people out there.
We got to understand, like,
and he started that way back in the day.
It wasn't no slavery in Kentucky. It wasn't no. It was just where these people had they had colonized that, and they brought slaves. They brought slaves. Nobody don't understand that key word. They brought slaves here by ship. It was a difference between a slave and a difference between a Native American black person. They created the white Indian so they go whitewash your mind
and steal, and they can steal.
Man, we know they steal. It ain't about it. No, but so like I say, No, but nobody don't want to really talk about real history. Like I say, that was the reason I couldn't understand the history class. How could you teach me something that I didn't see it when I leave the schoolhouse? All I see is hatred. You get what I'm saying? All I see is hatred when I go out here. When you see all whatever goes on in America, no, it's hatred. It's not slavery. Why y'all think it was a Jim Crow law? No, let them think that they free. Let the real slaves go and mingle with the blacks, because then you allow them to be free, and then they could go and manipulate their own people because they look alike. That's why y'all got to read the Bible, because God told y'all in the Bible everything that look like you ain't of you. It's different nations. Y'all got to understand it. The 12 tribes was for real, but it's really with 14. You got the Asians and the Caucasians. That was 13 and 14. It was no such thing as Africa. It was no such thing as Africa. Africa means two European names. That's what Africa means. The only thing that was there that's viable is Ethiopia, Israel. Let me come get. I'm going too far. Y'all don't need all this information for free. Y'all don't need all this information for free. It was no such thing as Africa. Look up. Y'all got to figure out the original name of what Africa was.
And they say they flipped the globe, right?
They flipped the
So
map.
how would it be a such thing as that anyway?
That's why
it ain't a such thing as none of them places if they flip the globe, right?
It's not the equation that you were taught. America was not named no America. They were Babylon. This was Egypt, land of bondage. But people don't be wanting to really know the real history because they don't listen to the elders.
Hey,
they don't listen to the elders.
You just told me that because there was a lady in the store. She said, "Girl, I just want to tell you, you look good walking around Egypt."
The land of bondage. This is what we call Babylon. But everybody want to mix all the history up together and don't want to listen to y'all elders. Y'all don't want to listen to what y'all elders. I'm talking about people that's older than us. Y'all don't want to listen to what they telling y'all. Y'all think they wouldn't remember something like slavery? You think they wouldn't remember something about they got kin folks in Africa, in the so-called Africa?
Some people try to educate you though. That lady that said that to me, she was an older lady. I'm like, what she mean by Egypt?
Yeah.
But when you think about it, like I said, some of the stuff that they teach you without even realizing that they teaching it to you, then it'll come to you. Because that came to me like about them flipping the globe. If they flip the globe,
do people believe in it's a date when a boat was made? Huh?
Yeah.
Then they keep telling y'all they got the idea of a boat from the Noah Ark.
Right.
Why was the Noah Ark built?
Right.
Because it was a major flood. Rain like they never seen before. Y'all don't remember in the book they used to have to dig for water. So when God said He separated the tongues, and He told everybody of His one nation to go find their own land, He gave Esau the land for him.
Right.
Everybody else was able to take the whole earth and travel as far and wide to go find their own land, so he could separate the bloodlines of people, so they won't be incessant. Jacob was here in this so-called America.
Yeah.
Look up the 12 disciples. Nobody don't want to understand that, huh? When that flood happened, that's when a boat was created. Nobody don't want to hear that though. But they keep telling y'all that the Bible is the oldest book written. But y'all don't want to hear that though. Y'all don't want to hear that though.
Crazy.
And God told y'all his people going to deny him 7 times. How many times you got left? How many times you got left? But like I say, we got to stop mixing history together. Like I say, World War II and World War One were fought here. It will fought over there in Europe. Why is that in y'all history book over here? The only war that will fit fought here is the colonial war, and that's when the Europeans will fight against Europeans to see who's gonna get governed over this country. That's why y'all have the Confederate flag. That's why y'all think the Caucasians stand on the federal, whatever you call that flag, Confederate flag. That is a European flag. But y'all don't want to hear that though. Nah, y'all don't want to hear that though. Y'all don't want to hear that though.
And black people was always stupid.
Do y'all know
because they went and fought and see what happened. They thought them black people gonna die over there fighting. But when they came
over there, it wasn't over nowhere.
What I'm saying
it was
is,
a border. No, it was a border. It was a border from the ocean, from the land.
Yeah.
And they thought once them other Europeans came in to try to conquer this country, the blacks ain't had really no choice. They wanted to fight anyway.
Yeah.
But the Caucasians over here came to a good thought. We're gonna get them suckers a limit of the bullets. It at least eliminate some of them and some of them at the same time. But they was fighting each other.
Yeah.
But they thought the black people wasn't gonna be at. But you know, God, what they call it, Gomorrah and Sodom and Gomorrah. They thought the biggest group was going to destroy the handful of blacks. But them handful of blacks brought them people back as captured people.
Yeah.
With a minimum of bullets.
Shit just crazy.
Y'all better believe what's be going on. Y'all don't have to believe me. Y'all can do a history test. And because one thing about Europeans, they jot down everything. Some of it be half a lie to destroy your mind, but most of it be the truth. And you could take what your truth is because they slip up somewhere. Like when they made the dictionary. See, they didn't make the dictionary to think that you were gonna be able to read. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why they able to change it with time. And as time, they could change it, they keep changing it, and they keep changing it.
Yeah. That's true.
Why y'all, if y'all look at some of these Western movies or whatever, why y'all don't understand that Europeans talked it different than how the Black Americans talk?
I know they do.
Like this Ebonic thing. No, that's probably was our language. And like far as Americans, as the so-called Americans. And they were talking they English.
Yeah.
But they English had a what you call it, a asset to it. Y'all ain't never noticed that. Y'all ain't never paid attention to that. Now go back to England and listen to how they talk.
Yeah.
Listen to how they talk in Europe.
And I was gonna say that in the movies, when the white people, when they show the white people coming over there on the ship and shit, they talk they talk with an accent and with a different language.
See, but at this time, but at that point, now the first the Europeans that conquered here could differentiate themselves from them Europeans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now they giving them passage to come here because they ain't coming here to take over their land. But they also gonna look out for their land. Because if you look at how Europe is, Europe still like how it was back in the days. They don't got all these buildings. They don't got only in certain places, England and all that. But if the Europe in the whole, they don't have all these places like buildings and all that. They that's why Russia was fighting, because they didn't want them to colonize the whole Europe to be just like how they colonized America. That's why Putin say, y'all black people got to understand that we ain't nothing but humans too. We bleed like y'all bleed. We are not y'all gods. Why y'all think Hitler did what he did? When Hitler finally read that Bible, Hitler realized what the Israelites was. That's why he was killing Jewish people. He didn't kill Jews. He killed Jewish people because he knew what the difference was, because by the skin tone of their color. Because the Bible told you what a Jewish person, a Jew was, from a difference of a Jewish.
Yeah.
Jewish means you converted over to something.
Yeah.
The real Jews of Israel were black. The Hebrews were black. And when Hitler found that out, and he found out he was a Jewish person, he started eliminating them because they were going against the Bible. Y'all got to read the documentary of when Hitler left his last legacy letter.
Yeah.
He said this in there. He said y'all wrong for this. That's why he was able to kill his mama and everybody. They wasn't killing black folks. They ain't even know black folks was in the country in that concentration camp. But they write y'all history for y'all and y'all go along with it instead of doing your own research. Do your own research and y'all have a better understanding, because the only thing they're gonna save, and it says this in the Bible, is knowledge. And you don't get knowledge from another person. You get knowledge from reading and getting the understanding, and then take on what you got to take on, because common sense is for everybody.
Yeah.
And if I'm lying, look it up in the Bible. I mean, look it up in y'all. Just shit. Google up there to tell you. But y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I'm gonna go ahead and tap out, man, and get into some of the movements and stuff that I need to get into, y'all. But if y'all rocking with this, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, like button, and we're gonna have some more of this. Y'all make up the topic and we talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all rocking with 48 hours, man. I'm gonna get with y'all in a minute, y'all. Y'all gonna see me again. I ain't lying.